I heard the front door click open just as the coffee machine hissed its last breath. Her keys clinked against the marble counter, soft, cautious, like she was trying not to wake me. But I was already awake. I'd been awake all night. "Morning," I said, my voice steady enough to mask the storm beneath it. Emily froze mid-step. She hadn't expected me there. Her eyes flicked to the dining table. 2 plates, 2 cups of coffee, and a half-eaten breakfast that wasn't just mine. Seated across from me, smiling faintly, was Claire, her sister. The same sister she claimed to be helping last night. Emily's face drained of color. "Oh," she whispered, voice trembling like glass. You're both up early." Claire didn't look up. Her hands were wrapped tightly around her mug, knuckles white. I let the silence stretch until it choked the air. Then, quietly, I said, "You should eat something, Em. Long night, wasn't it?" It had started so small. A text at 7:14 p.m. "I'll be late, helping my sister." Harmless. Sweet, even. Emily was the kind of person who couldn't stand seeing someone else struggle, especially Claire. After her divorce, Claire had been a wreck. I'd seen Emily drop everything to comfort her before, driving across town with wine and tissues at midnight. I never questioned it. That's what love is, right? Trust. But trust is funny. It doesn't shatter in one blow. It splinters, quietly, like ice under slow heat. The first crack came when Claire accidentally called me Dan. We were at a family barbecue. Everyone was laughing, drunk on sun and beer, when Claire smiled at me, too easily, and said, "Can you pass the salad, Dan?" Emily's face went white. Claire laughed it off. "Oops, sorry. Long week." Dan was Emily's co-worker. The one she always said was just a friend. I let it go. Because when you love someone, you learn to swallow your doubts like bitter medicine. Until the night she didn't come home. The clock hit midnight. Then 1 a.m. Then 2. No texts. No calls. Just silence. I called Claire. No answer. I told myself she probably fell asleep at her place. That they were watching movies, talking about Claire's ex again, drinking wine until they passed out on the couch. I told myself that because the alternative, because what if, was unbearable. But at 3:26 a.m., I couldn't sit still anymore. I grabbed my jacket and drove. Claire's apartment building was dark except for one window, her bedroom. The curtains were half open, and the faint flicker of light from inside made my stomach twist. I parked across the street and waited. My hands were trembling so badly I had to grip the steering wheel just to keep them still. Then I saw it, 2 shadows, moving close. One reached for the other. A laugh. Hers. It was Emily's. I didn't remember driving home. Just the sound of rain smearing against the windshield. My heart pounding so hard I could hear it in my teeth. I sat in the kitchen until dawn. The house smelled like old coffee and the faint trace of her perfume that still lingered on the hallway rug. I thought about all the times she'd said, "You're my safe place." About how I'd believed her. So when the door finally opened at 7:03 a.m., I was ready. She stood in the doorway, damp hair clinging to her cheeks, eyes wide like a trapped animal. "You're up early," she said softly. I gestured to Claire, sitting across from me. "So's your sister." Emily's breath hitched. What are you doing here, Claire?" Claire swallowed. Her voice was barely a whisper. He texted me." Emily's gaze snapped to me, furious now, scared. "You texted her?" "Yes," I said calmly. "Told her I was making breakfast. Asked if she wanted to come over." A pause. "Didn't expect you'd be the one running late from her place, though." The air went still. Claire covered her mouth, tears slipping through her fingers. Emily turned away, gripping the edge of the counter like it was the only thing keeping her upright. "Say something," I whispered. "Please." Her shoulders shook. Then she laughed, sharp, bitter, desperate. "What do you want me to say, Mark? That it was a mistake? That it just happened? I want you to tell me why." Her eyes met mine. And for the first time, I saw it. Shame, yes, but something else too. Resentment. "You stopped seeing me," she said, voice trembling. "You looked at me, but you didn't see me. Everything was about work, bills, the house." And your answer was to sleep with my sister. She flinched. I didn't mean for it to happen. Claire sobbed. Emily, stop. Don't you dare act innocent. Emily snapped. You knew what you were doing too. The room dissolved into chaos, shouted words, overlapping apologies, broken sobs. I sat there, silent, watching everything I'd built unravel. I thought betrayal would feel like fire. But it was colder, like standing outside in a snowstorm, watching your house burn from the inside. After a while, the shouting stopped. Emily sat on the floor, back against the counter, staring at nothing. Claire had locked herself in the bathroom, her cries muffled behind the door. The morning light was harsh now, spilling through the blinds, slicing everything into fragments. I poured another cup of coffee. My hands didn't shake anymore. Do you love her? I asked quietly. Emily's head jerked up. What? Claire, do you love her? She looked at me, eyes red, mouth trembling. No. I love you. I almost laughed. You love me. I said softly. Then why does it feel like I'm the stranger in my own home? She didn't answer. I walked over, set the coffee cup beside her, and said, You should drink. You'll need your strength to tell Betty why her aunt won't be coming around for a while. Her breath caught. Mark, please, don't tell her. I won't, I said. But one day she'll ask why her father stopped trusting people. I headed for the door. Her voice followed me, breaking, pleading. Mark, please, we can fix this. I turned back once, the morning light cutting her face in half shadow, half sorrow. You can't fix something you chose to break, I said. Then I walked out. I don't know how long I sat in the car afterward. The street was quiet. The world kept moving, indifferent. My phone buzzed. A new message. From Emily. I'll be late, helping my sister. The same message. Same lie. Except this time, I didn't reply. I just blocked the number and drove. No destination, no plan, just the hum of the engine and the ache of knowing that love, once betrayed, doesn't die in flames. It freezes. And stays frozen forever.